the white cloud mountain minnow, one of the most iconic fish that have ever been around. My favorite part of them is how easy they are to breed. If you put just boys and girls together in an aquarium and do pretty much nothing else, they will make more. They're really good at making more. And so much so, I used to run the white cloud race where we bred them outside and had a bunch of fun. They're super duper hardy. They'll live in almost any temperature. I've overwintered them with 2 inches of ice over on a pond. And imagine if we were keeping them in our aquarium. It's a life of luxury. So what do we got to do? We got to keep the water parameters from going too horrible. That being said, they're very, very forgiving. I would say somewhere between 6.6 pH and like 8.6 pH. Keep the temperature somewhere between 65 degrees and 78. You know, much more than 78, they get stressed out. You can go there, but just know that like, it's 75, I feel great. And so you don't have to have a heater with them. That's one of the best parts about this fish. You can get them in a few different color varieties. You can get golds, you can get the normal color, and then you can also get the long fins. Now the long fins are to die for, and technically you can get long fin golds, but they don't breed true. They're actually sterile from the best of my knowledge, so you kind of love them for 5-6 years, then you go, well, they died of old age. You have to do a bunch of crossing, and that's a whole nother video to keep those going. But they can live with a bunch of stuff, and that's the cool thing is white clouds aren't super aggressive. They display really well for each other, you know, trying to breed, and they'll look spectacular at your desk aquarium, at your home. They do really well in a planted tank. They are just a super duper fish, and they're cheap. That's the best part. Sometimes they're even used as feeders. Feed them a good diet. Give them some flakes. Give them some pellets. Give them some very small frozen foods like Cyclops or baby brine shrimp. You know, spoil them like they're not a $2 fish, and boy, will you get the behavior and the looks like they're a $100 fish. They look so good, and they're one of the most sold fish, and veterans, people that have been in the hobby for 50 years, still keep a tank of white clouds because they're so easy to take care of, and they're so active, they look so good, and they make more. You can just scoop them out and be like, hey, buddy, you want some? Here, have some of mine. So they're really, really good. I recommend them. Do a little bit more research. I've written articles about them. You know, why not do a little bit more research and get yourself some? And they're seriously, they're like better than neon tetras. They're better. If you're new to the hobby, this is the fish to get. If you've been in the hobby for 100 years, put this fish outside if it's legal in your state and enjoy them walking across, you know, your lawn, seeing them in a pond. You go, I got 700 babies. Look at that. Oh man, that one ate a mosquito larva. It's super fun. I can't tell you how much I love white clouds. I love it, love it, love it. I hope you enjoy them, and good luck. Check out more research, and as always, have fun.